In fact, there are 12 ways minimum in which humans are not primates. Not primates. Our bones are much thinner and lighter. Our muscles are 5 to 10 times weaker, pound for pound. Our skin is not well adapted to direct sunlight. Our adipose tissue, we have 10 times as much. That's the fat under your skin. You cut us deeply and severely, and the cut's just going to open because of the fat, and it isn't going to heal without stitches, and could well get infected and die. You cut them up pretty bad. They're like a horse. It'll go back together and heal, and everything has that ability to self-heal but us. We've got that fat. Body hair missing, patterns reversed. We don't have a lot of body hair relative to primates, and the pattern is completely reversed. Now figure this out. Why? They're thick on the back and light on the front, and we swapped it around. Heavy on the front, light on the back. What selective advantage is there to that? Why would nature bother? Okay, head hair and nails must be trimmed. Now, what were we thinking? Where's the advantage in that? Just to give the women something to complain about? My hair, my nails, Sorry, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. But you get the point. That was not a good move. That was not a good move by Mother Nature. It's better to just have, like sending the kids to school in a uniform. Everybody looks the same. What are you complaining about? Everybody looks the same. If you could just, if all our hair ended at the same length and our nails, and that was a good thing. Why'd we give it up? Skulls and brains, not in the same ballpark. Not even close. Locomotion, most obvious difference. In primates, remember. Speech, we just saw. Throat's completely redesigned. Sex, no sign of typical estrous cycles. Genetic disorders, we have over 4,000. Very few among them. We have over 4,000. What were we thinking? How do we do this? And most of all, we decided to give up a couple of chromosomes, a couple of whole chromosomes to become what we are. We ought to have about 20 more, it would seem to me. We're so much better, so much more sophisticated in so many ways, supposedly. How do we drop 2 and do that? Now let's focus on these last 2 for a minute. Genetic disorders. We have over 4,000 and counting. 4,000 genetic disorders in our gene pool collectively, meaning you can find these 4,000 genetic disorders from Eskimos to Watusis. We all carry on average about 250. You may have 200, your wife may have 100, but if you two carry the same one, each of your children has a 1 in 4 shot of expressing it. Now, the key to this is simple. In nature, you just don't have that many. Faulty copies are done away with. Faulty products are done away with. Most things breed very true in nature, plants and animals. There are very few. Things like albinism, you'll find that in gorillas and alligators, and but being an albino doesn't kill you. It doesn't really stop you from reproducing, so you can bring that kind of a gene flaw into the gene pool. But we have a couple of dozen that kill you dead before you reach the age of puberty. Whatever. You can't pass it on. There should not be a single one of those spread through the gene pool. Why? Because how did it get there? If it can't be spread through sexual reproduction, what's it doing there? It's there because of genetic manipulation. That's what all 4,000 of them are there for. Genetic manipulation. And mistakes were made and left because whoever was making the manipulations didn't care. Didn't care to get it right. They just were hurrying to get the job done. And so they left. Did they care if they were making something? Did they care if it killed 1 in 10? Did they care if it killed 1 in 100? They don't care. If they're making sentient beings like us, they're doing it for a reason, and they're not doing it for our benefit. They're doing it for their benefit. Same with domesticated plants, same with domesticated animals. We're no different than them. Somebody came here and designed this planet to suit them. And we are a product of that program, whatever that program was. 3 primates and a human. Remember, 3 men and a baby, 3 primates and a human. You have the human, chimp, gorilla, orangutan. And, you know, you always hear this from the other side. Well, it's so much the same. It's so much DNA, so much the same. Geez, there's just a little step from them to us. Surely we evolved from them. Surely we did. But, you know, we're an awful lot like a mouse, too. Awful lot like a rabbit. But we are a lot like other primates. What's the difference? Well, you know, it looks pretty much the same, doesn't it? But there is a difference. They all have 48 chromosomes, and we have 46. Remember, we lost the 2 chromosomes somehow, some way. But guess what? That's an awful lot of DNA. That's an awful lot. How could we be even as close as we are, and we're wildly different from them, but how could we even be as close as we are if we lost 2 whole chromosomes? Guess what? This is the big secret they don't tell you. We didn't lose them. We didn't lose those 2 chromosomes. Guess what? Guess what? Next slide. Somebody fused them. The second one, somebody took number 2 and number 3 on the primates, and in us, fused it together. Why do you suppose they would want to do that? Keep the whole chromosome package there, but turn 2 into 1. Why? What if they wanted to breed us with something that had 46 chromosomes and breed us regularly to them and create an offspring that way? They would have to combine the package and reduce it from 48 to 46 without losing any of the DNA. And that's what they did.